Welcome to Milk Market Tidbit for the September classic component numbers that the USDA released yesterday. This is Dr. Lawrence Jones with Farm Institute, and I'm recording this on October 3rd. So we just finished up September. This was a 4-week month, and it came in around 23.34 for Class 3 and 22.29 for Class 4. And remember that there are always the National Dairy Sales Report that make all of this up. One of the things that I like to look at is what if we take barrels out of the equation like they're trying to do for the Federal Milk Marketing Order, and that would have suggested that Class 3 would have been $22.50 or about 80 cents lighter. Base Class 1 for September has been known for a little while. It came up 29 cents. This next one's going to jump up significantly to 23.17 for October. Our Class 3 prices also had a significant jump of $2.68. This is likely to be our high for the year at 23.34, and it's trailing off now. And just remember that back in January, we were looking at a $15 Class 3, so that has just been a significant rise. We look at the September contract 6 months out, that has come up for 18.47, clear up to that 23.30. That's a $4.85 increase. So that shows that we're clearly in a bull market. And if we look at, how much carry's been in this market, selling these contracts 6 months out is no longer true. However, that has come with a bunch of emotion. And so this emotion index is very high for September. It's going to be even higher for October probably. And that's this time period here before it goes into glide path, is how much does it kind of bounce around before it begins to settle in. Fat prices have been all coming up since April. They were $2.98, now they're $3.61. That was a 5-cent increase from last month, but a significant drop. Looks like this next month we're going to drop almost 50 cents off of that. That's got to do with the butter prices. And remember that our fat percentages have just been going up something crazy. This is our last one for August. They come out with the agricultural prices, so we're always a little bit behind. But we were, steadily rising through 2022, but since then we've really taken off and gone up significantly. So these components continue to rise, and any shrinkage of milk is still results in more total components and more total product. Protein prices have made a huge recovery. We were down to 83 cents here in April. We're up $3.92. That's $1.75 above of last month. And so, but these are also going to trickle off as cheese prices are trickling off. Other solids have just continued to come up. We're up 5 cents. Again, that's a huge jump on a 30-cent price. But again, back here in October of last year, we were down to 12 cents. And these continuing to go up with the whey prices and looking like they should come up to around 40 cents and hang in there through the rest of the year. Class 4 has been kind of the darling of the industry, but it's actually starting to run out of gas. High of 22.29, up 71 cents. Much better than a 19.23 that we had back here in December, but we're going to see a significant drop off with the butter prices and just be hanging around $21 for the rest of the year. So if we look at Class 3 and Class 4, Class 4 has been fairly stable. Class 3 came up and is falling off. So this has several ramifications of the fact that Class 3 is higher for the next 2 months. One is we're going to be no longer depooling Class 4, and your PPD numbers are going to be much, much smaller because it's a difference between Class 3 and the total. If Class 3 is the highest, then PPD is going to be much smaller. December and January, and here we probably have no depooling, and then we're going to start depooling Class 4 again after the first of the year with some pretty high differences here, and also the PPDs will get very strong in 2025 again. Now that we have the September data, we can kind of compare the remaining of 2024 to 2023, and right now we're about $1.95 ahead of last year. We've kind of been looking through most of the year $1.50, $1.75, but that's jumped up. And you can kind of see that this probably will be the highest milk price for a while here. So these are the class components that came out on Wednesday. Now we're going to have a dairy products report on Friday tomorrow, and that's going to finish up August, and that will give us an idea of how much disappearance there was. And then I will get you a milk market tidbit for that data because that's always one of my most favorite reports.